Back, everyone. Here to make Christmas serving trays that are perfect for holiday entertaining, and a lot of us have a lot of that coming up, are Ken and Paige. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Help us out.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Whether you want a large one, I think Ken's you can serve a 3-course meal on. Mine, you get milk and cookies. It's a little smaller, but I went the more rustic route. And Ken, I'll let you describe what you did. It's
well,
so
I
fancy.
use trays a lot at home because we have like old Victorian. It was 3 stories, so I'm constantly carrying plates. So I need one tray that I can put a dinner for 5 on when I need to bring it upstairs.
Of course.
During the holidays, I use them constantly.
I think a lot of people do. So let's start with yours. Obviously, you say that it's really important to make sure that we pick in the right tile. Tell us about it.
Right. Well, the trick here is to get a basic tray that is very, very simple and inexpensive and really dress it up with tile. You can use extra tile that you have left over from your house, from your fireplace, or go out to the hardware store and get it. But to make this easy, you want to make sure that your tiles will line up and be the same dimension as your tray.
Right.
So personally, I picked the tiles first, and then I shopped and shopped and shopped to find a tray that was a tiny bit bigger.
Now, could you construct your own tray if you had a specific size that you needed to achieve?
Yes, you can, which is just a simple piece of plywood and then 1x3 cut into 4 sections, nailed on. So very easy to build your own or just find one that matches.
Simple cuts.
And then all you're going to do is, this is also great for someone who's never tiled before, but it's interesting because it's a very...
Like this guy.
Because it's different.
It's different.
Because normally we would put it on with a float, right? And there'd be mastic.
See?
Okay, exactly. We got Paige here to tell us that. That's great.
Right,
I've never tiled. So what are we doing here?
All I'm using is liquid nails.
Okay.
Because mastic makes it a lot heavier and more permanent, but we don't need that.
We don't need that, right? Exactly. And plus, we're going to be carrying it around, so we don't want it to be too heavy. So you put that on just like you don't have to spread it out.
Just pop it
right on. Just pop it on like that. That's all you need to do.
Make sure you have enough there, because remember the tiles are not vertical like they would be.
That's true. That's
on a backsplash or something.
Right, exactly.
I mean, you really are making this look easy.
Right. You just pop them right in.
Okay.
And then you want these, which are tile spacers.
Yeah, that's important.
But those are like new and improved tile
spacers.
Right,
exactly. Usually it's like tiny little things.
Yeah.
These ones have one side where you can get your intersections. You just pop it right in there, and then you have the other side, which only goes one way, which you put in here, and you just put that all the way around to make sure that your tiles are all evenly spaced.
And
it's really easy as that. Let that set up for overnight. Overnight done. You're going to pull these out.
Great. Let's just pretend like it's all set.
Yep.
Get pre-mixed grout.
Okay.
Makes it even easier.
Sure.
And all you're going to do is just take a little bit of this grout and then spread it.
Look at that.
Don't worry if you're getting it all over your tiles.
And obviously these tiles are moving around a little bit because clearly they haven't been set yet. But when we do this for real,
scrape
we'll have
off.
set overnight.
Let that set, and then do not wait too long. Just get a good old kitchen sponge. You don't have to buy the fancy tiling sponge. Okay. And you just wipe off.
Just wipe off, and then there you have it. And you can obviously, like you have on your hero tray over there, you can paint the sides if you wish. I do like the raw wood. Looks nice too, the natural wood.
And then what I did on these was I actually got door hardware, big door hardware, screwed that onto the side to match that sort of massiveness.
Okay, good.
So proportionally, it all stays the same. And this is great to do. You talk about backsplash. Have extra tile for backsplash?
Yes.
Put it in a tray. It's perfect for the kitchen counter.
I love it. I love it, Kim. Thank you very much. Paige, moving on to yours.
All right.
Yours is a little bit more rustic.
Mine's more rustic.
I like it.
And I added a little place that you can make it specially for someone. So it is.
Okay.
Right now I wrote, "'Tis the season to eat yummies."
And you'll show us how you wrote that. The reason why you wrote it is because you painted this with chalkboard
paint. Different than chalk paint, it's chalkboard paint.
Very cool.
I just rolled that on, and you can see here what I did is I taped off the edges, but you will notice when I did tape them off, it gives you a nice line there, but it's a straight line here.
Yeah, I see that.
So we want to make sure that that doesn't happen, because I love how this wood goes. You can kind of see if you follow it all the way around. Let me scooch over.
So this wood slice is something that you could buy at a hardware store. Where would we find
you
this?
You can get it at a craft store.
Craft store.
Yep.
Okay.
Or online.
Because they're really. I mean, I love the feel of them. Obviously, the rustic feel.
They're called basswood slices.
There you go.
If you want to find it.
Great.
Okay. So now see how it leaves a little edge there.
Sure.
All I did was I took a Sharpie.
Use a Sharpie.
Yes. So you can just go in between
smart.
and then just fill it in. You can also use tape if you want.
And the texture
Oh,
of the
super
Sharpie
smart.
and the chalkboard paint is actually quite similar, so it actually
Can't
sells it real
tell.
well.
If you look closely, you might be able to see that I used a little bit of Sharpie around the edges, but you really can't tell when you
Brilliant.
step back.
Okay, great.
And then what I love about it so much is that we can add a special little design.
I see
now,
that.
If you're customizing this for someone, you could write their name on it. It could be really cute.
How did you do that?
Absolutely.
That's Sharpie as well?
The Sharpie, yes. So
You just did a
all
little
I did,
Sharpie.
yep. I
It
went
looks
around,
so fancy,
Doesn't it?
Paige.
So fancy.
And because
I thought it was like a stencil or something.
no, and you can, if you look closely, you'll see that no two are the same. It's it's like a little snowflake.
Snowflakes.
Yes. So then I just added a
And
top.
then you just add it in, make it your own.
fill it
People
in.
can get as creative and design it as they wish too. And like
Super
I was
cute.
pointing out, actually you can't really tell the difference with the texture of the Sharpie with the
Can't.
chalkboard.
No.
Excellent. And
It's a good little trick.
so you obviously you finish up the edges just
Yep.
like that, and then in order to be able to carry it easily, of course you've got to attach some handles
Yes.
to it. So tell us about
Okay,
that.
so like Ken was saying with his, the
Yeah.
scale is so big, so he used something a little bit bigger. This you can use regular drawer pulls because it's not very big at all.
Great.
And I'm going to put these on because I'm going to
All right.
drill.
Oh boy, here we go.
So now, when you are doing, do you see my pencil? Anyway, there it is. When you are drilling, you want to make sure that it's perfect for the drawer pull that you have. So I'm just going to make a little mark right there, and then I will. Can I borrow
There
that?
you go. Yeah, I was
Thank
holding
you so
on to
much.
it like I was going to use it.
I don't quite trust you that much.
That was a good one. That's a good one. Ooh, my
you just-
sides, my sides.
Why am
Just
I
drill a
laughing? That's
hole.
what I want to know.
And here's something else too. If you want to, like, see how
Yes.
this kind of took away a little bit
Of the paint.
the paint? You can use that Sharpie same way.
To touch it in. So I'm going to hold it
up.
for you, and just to, obviously
Yep.
we get the idea here, but you kind of match up the holes.
Match up the. It's easiest to put the back in first,
Okay.
and then
See?
line it up,
That's why you're here, Paige.
and then we just turn it a couple times. That'll set it in place. And there you go.
You
and I'm gonna
Very,
finish
very
it.
cute.
You're going to finish it while I wrap things up. You guys are genius. I love both of these. Full
breakfast in bed
instructions.
tray.
Head over to hallmarkchannel.com.